again, but this time I'm bringing a pink rooster tail. And let's see if I can coax another bass or two to hit. I measured it out from yesterday using how I marked it on my rod, and I caught one 18-inch bass and two 15s. So they were hitting the Mepps Anglia inline spinner. So I'm going with another inline spinner, but this time a rooster tail. Just gonna mix it up a little bit. Winds are kicking up pretty good right now, but I think I can kind of coax it to maybe catch a fish or two still. So let's see if I can get you a better angle here. All right, here we go. Got my polarized glasses. Winds are kicking up, but it's much warmer today. Yesterday was in the 60s, I think it was. Oh, wow. Real clear water, too. Wow, wow, wow. All right, let's give it a try. 1/16 ounce inline spinner. It's a pink rooster tail. And because it's pink, I can definitely see it moving through the water. All right. Blade's moving good. I don't see any of that green junk that'll hook onto there. So good news there. The other day I was having to pretty much maintain a steady retrieve and pretty much go faster because I needed to keep it out of that algae stuff. Oh, there's some more algae right there. Let's get that out of there. All right. And yeah, the bite was pretty good yesterday. Let's see how it is today. Seeing a lot more potential beds. I'll go ahead and walk this one out a little. Okay. Steady retrieve. Let's see what it does. Come on, come on. And I saw some folks out here earlier. So it looks like maybe, oh, more junk on there. I do like having that pink color so I can see it from afar. That definitely helps seeing things. Let's go out this way. Okay, steady retrieve. Pink rooster tail. What's it going to be today? Is there going to hit it or not? Wow, this water is really clear too. Okay. Get a little extra weight on it because of the dressing on there getting wet. Okay. All right, let me adjust this. Clear that out. All right, so far no hits yet. Just started, been about 3 minutes into it. Okay. Can see some turtles, ducks moving about. Real nice Sunday to be out and about. Outside fishing, a little ultralight bait casting style. BFS. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to go and shift to the left and try hitting that spot where I got him yesterday. Just yank it out there. Howdy, howdy. Okay, let's go back here. I see some folks joining. How's it going? Okay. Can't see the chat too well right now. Bear with me. Let's see. Fishing, have you chat lately? I was going to say in the chat. Okay, I see some folks joining. All right, let's just keep going. I had a nice one hit over here yesterday along this wall. Okay. Let's see if it'll work again today. This time it's instead of Mepps Anglia, I'm going with the pink rooster tail, 1/16 ounce Shimano Scorpion BFS XG. Still using 6-pound strand mono, high vis gold. All right, let's see if I can get this guy to poke it. Temperature is a lot warmer today. I think it's in the 80s today. So what a difference a day makes. Yesterday 60s, 50s. Today 70, 80s, and wind started kicking up again. Let's see how it goes. All right. All right. Okay, let's do one more cast before I head to the other side. Top it out back here. It's a heavily pressured pond. But with these ultralights, I tend to get more strikes more often than not than when I'm using your normal standard gear. Let's move on. Okay. All right, let's see what's in chat. Yeah, I imagine you got a fish. Okay. All right, cool beans. Right there. Inline rooster tail, inline spinner, pink. And just in case, I got two of them now. And I still have the Meps Anglia right here. Let's see if I can grab it. I've got it both in the gold and the silver. I don't have the copper one anymore. That one I broke off. So here's the rooster tail. There's a mix. Meps Anglia right there. Copper gold as well as silver blade. I lost the copper one to either a fish or a snag. I can't remember now. And today, pink high vis, so I can see them take the lure. Got my polarized glasses to help me out, and let's see what's happening. All right, here we go. Just gonna walk it up a little bit, stand off from the bank, about 10 foot or so, and I'm just gonna pop it right here in this shadowy area in case there's a bass staging over here. Okay, got a lot of greenery here. Let's get that off there. All right, let's go pop it over here by the wall. Right over here by the wall. Okay. I'm going to stick with this steady retrieve. That seems to be the go-to pattern. Just maintain a steady retrieve. Let the fish do the striking. All right. All right, let's try it again. All right, we'll run it closer to the wall now. See if we'll get him to hit. Oh, there was a tap. Oh, no. I think that was algae. Greenery. Yeah, I can see it. All right, let's move on down. Some of this greenery. Okay. All right, but yeah, yesterday, 18-inch and 15-inch bass. And I used that little Texas weight estimator from Texas Parks and Wildlife bass. And guesstimation is about a 3-pound bass yesterday, and then the two 15s went about 1.8, so just short of 2 pounds. So hey, not bad. Bad for these little ponds. Okay, bear with me. Okay. All right, let's go give it a try. Start out short retrieve. Let's see if pink rooster tails are going to strike today. Okay. All right. Let's go pop it out again. A little bit further out. I'm going to take it over here in the shadowy area and by the tree. See if he'll come in there. Nope. And there was a bed here in the shallows. Let me see if I remember, kind of guesstimate where he was. It's in the shadow right now, so can't remember. Oh, there's a tap. Dang it. Tap. Very light tap. Or it could have been this junk. Let's see. Wind's kicking up, so let me see if I can get this thing out there with this wind, headwind. Okay. Slight overrun. Okay. Got it. Okay. Let me cut over this way. No. Something keeps clobbering it right about there. I think it's some of that algae stuff, so let's see if I can clear this one out again and give it a try. Okay, let's go right over here. I'm trying to edge it over here by this tree. Okay, probably early morning or later evening would have been a good time, but they were pretty active yesterday, so I was just taking the opportunity to get out here while I had the chance. Okay. All right, taking it over here by these trees. Let's see. Nope. All right, I'm trying to see if I can see that bed that was here the other day. It was right over here. Not really seeing them. I think looks like a potential bed over here. but I don't see anything on it. All right, and then, oh, someone walking up over here. Okay, let's see. Nope, might be one over there. All right, let's keep going. All right. All right, let's try over here. There's a good number of people out today. Let's just yank it out there. See if I can get one to hit. Okay, I think I see a bed. I'm gonna bring it right over it. Nope, wasn't anything in it. There is a bed there, but I didn't see anything in it. May have run off a little. Let's go back this way. All right, over here there might be something also. Okay, steady retrieve. Kind of working it through the stuff. Okay, let's try it again. Mix it up. I was going good with those Meps Anglia, but I'm like, hey, let's try a rooster tail, a pink rooster tail. Normally I'm using like a chartreuse fire tail, fire tiger, I think it is. Got some orange, got some chartreuse, gold blade. But today I felt like trying this one here. And let's see if I can get one to poke it. Okay. Oh, some more junk there. Let's go ahead and bring that up. Okay. Crank it out this way. It's pretty shallow here. You can see the beds, but nothing on them right now. Maybe they went a little deeper. This one's got some junk on it. Fairly shallow water too, so let's see. Right there. The other day there was one on that spot, but he's not there today. Who knows, maybe somebody caught him. Let's go further out. Okay. Got a couple of turtles. Okay, whew, almost snagged that guy. Don't want that. Okay. Man, this wind is pretty rough. Let's pop it out that way. Okay. Definitely helps having polarized sunglasses. I'm not seeing any movement yet. All right, maybe they're just kind of gun shy today because of the increase in temperature. I want to go back over here. All right, what do we got here? Trying to see in the chat here what's happening. Any bites? No, not yet. Not yet. Switch it up, went with this rooster tail. And the last 2 days they were killing that Meps Anglia. But I felt like changing it up to see if we got maybe a different pattern, and the temperatures are a lot warmer today. All right, let's just pop it out there. Okay. Really shallow. I don't see any beds here. Okay. I'm gonna cast it out over here near this tree. Right there. See if I can coax it in. Come on, come on. Yeah, so yesterday a 3-pounder and two just short of 2 pounds. And then a bunch of these little guys. Today, nothing. I am striking out right now. But we still got some time. Still got some time to hook into a fishelito. All right. Okay, let's do one more out this way. Just yank it out there, and then we'll start walking the bank more. Okay. Yeah, we had some overcast skies, really windy, cooler temps. Bass were active still. Today it's a lot warmer, and I'm thinking maybe the bass will be more active, but it doesn't look like it right now. But let's go ahead and walk the pond a little bit here and see if we can find something. Okay. Okay. All right, there was one spot here I need to try before I move on. Just kind of a steady retrieve. Bring it all the way in. Okay, let's go on. There's that one bed right there. There's another bed here, and there's another bed there, but I don't see anything on them. Okay, just gonna walk it slow. Okay, let's see. Nope, I'm not seeing any. Let's go blind cast it. See if I can get a reaction strike. Okay. Nope, that one's got some junk on it. Let's work our way around. Work our way around. All right. Walk up really slow and careful. Okay, something just bubbled over there, but I think that may have been a duck. Okay. Huh. Oh yeah, I see one now. Okay, he's on his bed. Let's see if I can get him to hit. He's running off. Okay, okay. Nice size one too. Probably about maybe another one of those 15 inchers. Let's show you. Right there. Can you see it? Right about there. He just took off. Let's see if he'll come back. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna just cast it out. Yeah, I don't see him there anymore. Steady retrieve. Now, I'm feeling a lot of junk grabbing it. A lot of greenery in the water. Let's see if he come back again. Nope, I don't see him. Let's let him go. Come back and check him later. Let's blind cast it now. Okay. Getting some overspray from the fountain. Pretty windy. Okay, I see some rocks in the water. Looking for some more beds. Let's just cast it out. Steady retrieve. Let's see if they'll hit it. The other day when they hit it, it would just be a tightening of the line. They weren't really striking hard. It was more just some tension on the line, and lo and behold, I had a fish. All right, let's cast it out this way. Oh, got a turtle in the way. Let's see if I can get past him. Okay, there we go. Okay, taking it in close here. Nope. All right, let's try working it down this one bank here near the roots. Okay. Come on, let's feel it. No. I did bring the proof ball this time, so I can maybe get a guesstimate on the size when just put them in the video, and then I'll take a screenshot of it later. But first, I got to catch one before I can use the proof ball. All right, let's go out this way. Okay. Steady action, steady retrieve. Actually, no action right now. These guys are playing hard to get. Wow, there's a lot of people here today. Wow. Whew. Okay. Yeah. Let's work our way over. Okay. Can see some off-color spots here. I don't see any beds, but doesn't mean they're not there. I'm just going to go ahead and cast, kind of blind cast it, and just take it right in there. Let's see what happens. Oh, no takers there. Let's go out this way. Steady retrieve. Coming up on this culvert. Nope, 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 nope. All right, let's go back around here. There's some folks already off to my right. Don't want to get into their fishing spot. Let's go work this bank over here. Okay. All right. All right, I see a bed right there, and there's a bass in it. Right here. You see it right there? There's a bass lurking right in there, and I'm just going to stand off about 10 foot off the bank, and I'm going to bring the lure up in there. Oh, he just took off. He just took off. Yeah. He just took off. Hate it when they do that. All right. Let's go try it again. See if he comes back. Doesn't look like it. He was there briefly. He sensed my cast. All right. There's a fair amount of beds here. I don't see any bass in these. Let's go keep searching though. All right, right over here. Okay, I see a couple more. Doesn't look like there's anything. Let's go back over here. Okay. Let's just walk it slow and just pop it out there. Blind cast. Let's just see if they'll hit it. I'm reeling a little bit faster than I normally have been because there's a lot of that green stuff here. I don't want to stay above it, so I don't get clobbered by it. Okay, not that time. Let's go off to my right. Okay. All right, I'll just kind of blind cast it here and see if we can coax another one to hit. I lost a decent one yesterday, or not yesterday, but a couple of days ago here. So let's see if there's something out here willing to play. May have to switch back to that Meps Anglia though. I don't know. I want to stick with this lure. I'll stick with it and see what happens. Okay. Steady retrieve. Okay, looks like this guy's using some plastics. This guy's using a bobber. Let's see if he gets anything. Heavily pressured right now. Yeah, it looks like he's using a worm. Plastic worm, probably a good idea with all the junk in here, and fish it weedless, get it right into the beds. But I feel like doing an inline spinner, BFS style. Let's kick it out. Oh, shoot. Oh, man, I got lucky. Wind took it, got me away from the branches. Whew, that was a close call. All right, let's work it down a little bit more. Okay, I'm just gonna walk up here. Okay. All right, I see some beds again, but I don't see anything on them. I'm just gonna cast it out and rinse and repeat. Okay. Oh yeah, there's some potential fishy here. All right, let's just keep prospecting the area. I was definitely expecting more hits compared to the other day when I wasn't expecting a bunch of hits. But I guess maybe something's up with the cold front that went by and they just kind of made another adjustment again. But hey, that's fishing. That's fishing. Okay. Let's see. I'll just do a steady retrieve again. Kind of work it over. This one gentleman's over here to my right, so I'm going to go to the left and work this other pond here and see if I can coax something out of there. So far I've seen two on their beds, but none of them were interested in striking. They tended to spook. So, and even that standing about 10-15 feet from the bank. They still spooked on me. So they are not locked on right now, but that's fishing. But here it is, a Sunday, just a nice chill day to be out. Just having a little fun. All right, let's go over to the other pond here and we'll work this one bank and see what happens. Okay. At least I get to cast into the wind, or with the wind, get some distance on it. Okay. All right. I'm trying to make sure I'm using a wireless lav mic right now. Trying a different setup with the microphone and hoping it's staying connected, as well as reducing the wind noise, because the other mic I had a little cover, dead cat, that you cover it with, but it doesn't have a built-in noise cancellation. So this one actually has a built-in noise cancellation to it that has worked well over other streams. So let's see if that'll happen here. All right, there's a lot of greenery here. Yep, you can see it all in here, clobbering the area. But there are some pockets of what look like maybe a spawning bed or two. Haven't seen any bluegill beds yet, but we'll see. All right, let's give it a shot. Pop it out there, let the wind take it. Take advantage of this BFS style fishing. I can cast this 1/16 ounce rooster tail, no problem. 6-pound strand mono, no problem. And I just need to get a fish to strike. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Good thing is I can see my rooster tail moving through the water. Blades moving, everything's good. Just hopefully I can see the bass come up and strike as I'm reeling it in or watching that lure. That is pretty fun. You'll see him just kind of come up behind it and pop it. So let's see if that's the case here in a little bit. Just keep casting. That's got some junk on it. Let's bring that one in. Yeah, pretty soon this stuff will grow really fast over the next few days, to the point that I'll put the bait finesse gear up and shift over to my fly rod and start working the surface with a, oh, there's one. All right. Nice. Okay. This one has some shoulders on him again. Not as big as that 3-pounder, but he still counts. And I brought the proof ball this time, so I can proof ball him. I'll show you what I mean by that here in a moment. Okay, pink rooster tail is working. Okay. And when I say proof ball, let me grab it real quick. What I need to do is take this deal. Let's see, right here. I just got to make sure I got it in the picture. Like that, nice and flat. And then I'll take a screenshot of it, and then I'll be able to do some AI measurements and see if, or it'll tell me how big it is. Give an estimate on its weight, girth, as well as length at the fork, as well as overall length. All right, let's get it back in. All right, kind of slow today, but hey, it's a Sunday, it's a chill day, and I'm enjoying a little time out here in the great outdoors, catching a fish or two. So right now that's fish number 1. Let's see if we can make it number 2. All right. All right. Let me go check the chat. It's hard to see the chat at times. Okay, let me see if I can adjust here. Oh man. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. We got some engagement going on. All right, and that one was further out, so let's pop that one out. See if we can get another one to strike. And it was cool. I got to see the pink lure, and I could see the bass take it. And I do like being able to see the lure as I'm bringing it in. Also, since I'm using that high-vis gold 6-pound strand mono, I can also watch the reaction of the line to a strike. Sometimes it'll go slack on me, or it'll move kind of got some junk on that one. It'll move in a direction that well, doesn't seem natural, and that'll tell me that maybe I got a bite or two, or something popped it. And because I got the polarized glasses, I can also kind of guesstimate that I got a strike, as well as potentially see little fishy that hit it. All right, let's see if we get another one. Number 2. Come on, number 2. Let's do it. Okay, steady retrieve again. A little bit faster than I was doing the other day, and it's mainly because this green stuff is starting to grow. That's that green stuff I was telling you about. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's do a quick sound check. Anyone want to confirm that you can hear me? Got a new microphone set up here, and I just want to make sure that I'm not just talking to the screen. All right, let's see if we can get another one. All right. Bass number 2 for you. All right. Okay. Steady retrieve. Let's move on down a little bit. Okay. Hi. How's it going? I'm audible. Cool. Thank you. All right. Sometimes I'll hit the screen button also, and it'll hit the little mute button. Oh, there's some junk on this one also. All right. Let's fix that. And it was moving weird, so I got it kind of clobbered on the blade here. And bait finesse style. That's just BFS style fishing. I'm using a 40-year-old ultralight rod from Berkeley, the Berkeley Lightning. And I'm using the Shimano Scorpion BFS XG BFS reel. It allows me to cast these 1/16 ounce lures as if I'm casting like a normal bait caster for a larger lure. So me likes it. It's fun. Makes the big fish or the small fish feel big, and makes the big fish feel huge. Okay. Plus, having that downsizing the lure in a heavily pressured pond tends to get more strikes. So I've been looking around. I haven't seen anybody really take anything. Even got some folks bait fishing right now. So it's been one of those probably quiet days. But the morning bite would have been good. But I got sidetracked. Also did a little dirt fishing, metal detecting. Go do a little metal detecting in the local pond or playgrounds and whatnot, and it's pretty fun stuff. Finding treasure. It's mainly coin and trash though, but it's okay. It's like this. You never know what you're gonna get. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can coax another bass to strike this baby. Some more of that junk clobbered again. Whew. It's getting annoying. All right. Let's pop it out this way, behind the geese. Okay, steady retrieve. Steady retrieve. We'll just keep coaxing along. It's not very deep here. A lot of times I'll be actually sight fishing, casting to a specific spawning bed. Already got 2 on their beds, checking them out, but they didn't want to play, and pretty much run off as soon as I cast, or even one that run off right even before I even cast, and I was still standing about 10 foot off the bank. All right, let's go back over here. Let's just work it in. Okay. All right, let's pop it this way. Did spook some bass the other day in this area, as well as coming up on this one cove, as well as caught and released a few. Yeah, the 2 days ago, caught and released 23 fish. Yesterday, probably about 20. Lost a lot more. Did get a 18-inch and 2 15-inch bass, and then a bunch of little guys. Today, just the one guy. And the only real difference between today and those other 2 days was yesterday the attempts to drop 50s, 60s, but they were still active. We had a cold front come in. I'm over here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, fishing Bethany Lakes in the city of Allen. Little city just north of Dallas, and just enjoying a little Sunday fun day. And as you can see, I'm able to cast this 1/16 ounce lure for distance pretty easily on this little 4.5 foot ultralight. It's got junk on it. 4.5 foot rod, ultralight. It's been really nice rod combo I've had for, well, not combo, in this case rod, that I've had for 40 years. This one maybe about more like 6-7 years right here. All right, let me go check the chat, make sure I don't leave you guys hanging. Ah, man, the sun's blocking it. Okay. Okay. Having a hard time reading it. Wow. All right, well, let's just keep going. All right. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Right there. That one hit it a couple of turns after I reeled it in. Little guy. All right. Yeah, those count. I'll count them. All right, and I'm a proof ball them again. So let me just get them in the screen here. Get a little proof ball action so I can lift it up here so I can get an AEI measurement of them. I'll take a screenshot of the video later, and then I'll kind of see what it estimates. I'll put it in the community tab, the results, so you get a good idea what these guys are. All right, cool beans, bass number 2, a basilito. Let's see if I can get number 3. Number 3 for me. All right, let me get this unclobbered here. All right. Yeah, later on I gotta do some dinner cooking, and I feel like doing this Italian sausage deal with some pasta, some vegetable pasta. Got to watch the carbs here, you know. Okay, let's go ahead and give it another try. Let's pop it out there. That one hit after 2 turns after hitting. Okay, this one I'm not getting any hits. All right, but we haven't finished the retrieve. I've had it before where I'm getting a strike right at the tail end of the retrieve. Okay, let me get that out of there. There's some junk there. Got some junk in the trunk on this one. Let's clear it out. All right, there's some kids over here that were throwing some rocks and stuff in the water, so hopefully the bass have recovered from that. All right, let's see it. Let's feel it. Talk to me, Smalls. Tug is a drug here. I need my daily fix. All right, let's do it again. I'm gonna yank it out there. There we go. Okay. Let's move over. Just, oh, what was that? Oh, it was a bird. Saw something splashy splash out there. All right. Now that's got some junk on it again. Yeah. I was having this issue the other day, but today seems to be worse because, well, probably another day of growth, and so it's gotten a little bit higher up in the water column. And I definitely want to have that stuff clear so the blade will turn freely. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, just steady retrieve. You're going to keep it up out of the upper part of the water column, away from the algae stuff. See if we'll get one to strike. Both of those struck pretty close to the surface. All right, let's keep going. We'll work this cove area here now. Okay, let me check the chat. We're fishing at Texas. Let's see what species trying to catch. Mainly bass, but I'm in the whatever strikes mode, so I'll fish it, or I'll catch it if it's wanting to strike. But right now it's mainly bass, maybe occasional bluegill. 2 days ago I got a couple of bluegills, the rest were these little bass. And then yesterday 18-inch and 2 15-inch bass. 18-inch guesstimating it'd go about 3 pounds. The 18's just short of 2 pounds, 1.8. And I'm kind of guessing based on the Texas Parks and Wildlife largemouth bass weight estimator. I put that out years ago, and I kind of use that as a rule of thumb to guesstimate the size of a bass. But now that I got the proof ball, I didn't bring it with me the last 2 days. With the proof ball, I'll get some AI generated measurement that they say is fairly accurate, to the point that they're actually using it for some universities for some field studies for fish. So hey, good enough for a field study, hey, good enough for average angler life out here fishing the pond. All right, let's see if I can get this guy to hit. There's a lot of junk in the water. All right, let me go back around. Okay. There's a bed right over here where it's kind of shallowed and it dips. And then there's another one, bass, that seems to be lurking back over here in this channel that's right before the feeder creek or the canal here. Okay. It's like right in there, all along here. And it's like a 2-3 foot drop in the channel. Let's see. I've got the ducks in the way though. Come on, guys. I need some room here. I need some room. I need to be free. Clear the area, buddy. Those ducks. So I was out here fishing way back, and my daughter was out here with me. She was young. She was watching the ducks come out of the water and never really noticed. But when you see a duck get out of the water, and as they come out of the water, they shake their tail and kind of squish away the tail feathers and kind of, I guess, shed the water. And I never really noticed that until she told me about that, and I watched it happen. It was like 20 ducks come out of the water, and they did that. So it looks like we got some mallard here. What's cool is I think there's a blue-winged teal over here, right over there. Just sees in his, other pattern for this time of year. That kind of threw me. He's got the crescent shape of the blue wing, but that's pretty cool. And then I've seen some pintail out here. They've been pretty much running around here off and on. Pretty cool. And there's some Canada geese that are pretty much here year round. All right, let's see if we can get one of these bass that are out here. Okay. So far, only two, but at least I didn't strike out, and I got some proof ball footage of it, so I can get a good estimate of the bass. Okay, it's kind of moving in, steady retrieve. I'm feeling junk on that one. That one got clobbered with some junk. All right, let's keep moving down. Okay. There's a series of 4 ponds at this particular park. One pond they'll stock it with trout, and the rest they'll stock just normal fish. All right, let's work our way around. Okay, let's see if there's something lurking over here. It's all pretty shallow. And the main thing is when you do walk up to a bank, kind of start off about 10, 15 feet from it and cast, because a lot of times they'll be up close. You know how many times I've walked up and sure enough, bang, there's a guy running off in front of me. Other times I'm hooking them just like so, right within easy step off the bank. All right, so I'm just going to clear the area first before I walk up to it. Oh, there's one coming behind it. He turned away. Shoot, dang it, turned away. Denied. Playing hard to get today. I do like that pink color because I can clearly see it. Even though I got the polarized glasses, I think I can probably see it without the polarized glasses. But I do like it because it helps me hone in on where my lure is and seeing if there's any hits. In this case, I just saw the bass come up behind it and kind of trail behind it and then turn away. So bummer there, bummer there. Let's see if we can get one to come in now. Oh yeah, talk to me. Oh, right there, right there. Look how, you see how close it was? That was close. It was very close. Okay, let's see. I gotta go check something real quick. Oh man. I don't know what that is. Okay, let's continue on. All right. All right, let's go ahead and continue fishing. Had them right up close, right here. Now, as I was saying, you got to stand off about 10, 15 feet from the bank, and then you definitely want to clear the area before you start walking the bank. Okay, and that one was definitely within easy scaring distance. I'm trying to see in the water right now where if it was on a bed or that was just a fluke, because I don't see a bed right now where I hooked them. Man, lost them. Okay, so 2 bass, caught and released. 1 bass was let go. Yep, spit her out. Spit her out. Bummers, bummers, bummers. Let's go ahead and try over here by this tree, by the roots. Maybe want to pop it here. No, denied again. All right, let's go back this way. Coming from this angle, maybe want to pop it. So this is what I thought it was going to be like the other day when it was temps dropping and all that. I was thinking I was just going to get some onesie twosies. And I ended up getting 20 something, 23. Today, it's more like what I was expecting again, like the other day, onesie twosies. So I don't know. I was thinking they'd be more active today. But also, there's been a lot of people fishing. Right now, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a guy walking over there, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then on the other pond, there's another 5. So 18 people fishing just 2 ponds right now. Okay. And I've been kind of watching. I haven't seen anybody catch anything. So maybe it's onesie twosies also for them. But we'll continue to fish because we can. Can't catch them if your line is not in the water. Okay, let's go back this way and just pop it out this way. Okay, keeping it close in. It's basically inches of water here. It's not very deep at all. All right, not very deep at all, but they'll be lurking here different times of the day, if not on a bed. So you definitely have to play it by ear. And you can see right now the water's fairly clear. I wonder if you guys can see it. Yeah, you can. Holy cow. You see that rock? That's about a foot under the water. Yeah, not bad. Okay. And I'm not seeing any bass on it. Looks like, but it doesn't mean there's bass lurking about. Okay. Let's go ahead and get I'm going to get a distance cast this time. Let's just yank it out there. Okay. 1/16 ounce rooster tail on a BFS reel. Shimano Scorpion BFS XG bait caster. And yes, you can cast the 1/16 ounce lure on a bait caster. In fact, with that other bait caster I have, the Kingfisher, Feather Flight Kingfisher, I can cast 1 gram trout magnets out the box. So the main reason I got it is for trout fishing. Casting 1 gram trout magnets for trout. Other than that, I don't use it for much else. I like this one. Plus I got those casting Zephyrs. And then for saltwater fishing, I've got the Shimano Corrado BFS XG on a Shakespeare Ugly Stick, 7-foot ultralight. And some say, oh, I should get a better rod for it. I really have a thing for ugly sticks. I've had many over the years and have yet to have any break. What ends up happening is Usually when I lose one or when I have to replace one is because I lost it. I lost a couple while I was out kayak fishing over the years, and I lost another one where another person was using it and lost it when it got snagged and it went over. So other than that, every ugly stick I've owned, it's either been lost but never broken. All right, and so I got that 7-foot ultralight, and it's worked well on the coast for pompano, needlefish, some nice sized speckled trout. And I really like it because I can catch these 4-inch live mullet with no weight and just with a treble hook. And that's the setup to use when you want to get those bruisers. Oh, look at that. Okay. Mr. Bass on his bed, chasing something away. Let's see if I can trigger him to strike. Because when you see fish activity, rule of thumb is cast toward it. Oh, he's moving out that way. I just saw him go. Saw the wake in the water, went off to the left. All right, well, let's see what happens. Let's continue on. All right, I'm gonna move down a little bit here in a moment. Just go around some folks that are fishing to my left. I don't want to clobber the area. All right, let me check the chat. Okay. What is your biggest bass? I got an 8-pounder back from Oklahoma, and I caught it on an old antique lure that I had picked up for $2 at one of the local Oklahoma antique stores. All right. In fact, I caught it with this thing. I was using a microlight Bass Pro Shop microlight fiberglass rod, but I caught it with this reel. I was using 2-pound or 4-pound tests. I've been going with 6-pound right here with that high vis gold color. All right, there's some beds here, but I don't see anything lurking below. So I'm just gonna cast past them and just kind of work it in. Let's see if I can get one to strike. Okay, I got the wind with me too, so that'll help get some distance. Okay, all right, no takers there. It's okay. Let's yank it and crank it. Let's get it out there. Okay. All right, I'm seeing some ducks moving about, but I don't see any more of those big wakes where there's a bass or two chasing off other fish. Okay. All right, let me check the chat here. Okay, what time is it? It's almost 5:30 Central Time here in the U.S. We're in Texas. Okay. All right. Okay. And maybe at some point I may have to pull out the backup battery and connect it. It's the cool thing about this setup that I have with the lav mic, that also wireless lav mic, that also allows me to connect the power source to the transmitter or the receiver. Sorry, I got the transmitter on me. Oh, it was a bird hit the line. One of those birds hit it. Almost thought I had a fish. Funny. Okay, howdy, 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 howdy. Okay, and yeah, let's go ahead and crank it out there again. Little pink rooster tail, high vis. I can see it out in the distance. Shallow water. Just got to mainly rinse and repeat. Keep casting out there till you get a strike. And we are in a heavily fished pond right now, so there's a lot of pressure. But I was able to coax 2 bass as well as lose a bass. All right, let's see if I can continue to catch a bass versus lose a bass. Let's kick it out this way. Come on, fishalito. Okay. Coming up here. No, coming up in the shallows. I wonder if you guys can see my lure coming in right there. You see it? Pretty cool. Very clear water today. All right. Come on, come. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. He's a jumper too. He's not a big one. Not a big one. But that's the great thing about this BFS stuff. They feel big on this gear that I'm using. All right. And you get a good one, well, you definitely feel bigger. They feel huge. All right, let me proof ball them. So what I'm doing is I take a video shot over here, and then I'll do a screenshot of this, and then I'll post it into the little Fetchy app, I think it's called. And from there, I'll be able to guesstimate its size and weight. And they say it's fairly accurate. It also will tell me what bass it is, or what species. Like, it'll call out it's a Florida bass versus a spotted bass versus just your plain old largemouth. But hey, fun stuff. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and try this way. I think I'm going to go further out. Oh, shoot. Look at that. Metal detecting in real, or correction, fishing in real life. I just threw my gear on the ground with that one. Holy cow. That's funny. All right, let me clear the line now. I got a little overrun now too. All right, let me go ahead and clear it. I need to tighten the lines on the spool. That mistake just put a bunch of loose wraps on the spool, so I need to tighten it up here real quick. Okay. Wow. You guys see that? I think you did. Let's see. I don't know what this is. What is this? Okay. Well, that's painful. Okay. 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 All right, bear with me. I think I got it taken care of here. All right, let's try it again. Okay. 3 so far, and lost 1, 2, 3. 3 cotton release, and I had at least 1 come off, maybe 2. Something just jumped over there. Holy cow, I don't know what that was. All right, let me go and check the chat again. Use a net, it's faster. Nah, that's not fun. Why would I use a net? Maybe if I'm going to use bait. Besides, you can't use a net here. Community fishing rules apply here in Texas. No cast nets. It's a straight rod and reel fishing. 2-pole limit per person. 1 if specifically stated in the local water that you're fishing. And also during trout season. Also at certain places, like some of the tail races over there in Louisville, I think there's a 1-pole limit for trout. Other than that, have at it. Okay. All right, let's see if something's over here. Okay. I mean, if you use that mentality, then just go to the store and buy your fish. Yeah, that's fun. Nope. I like tug is the drug. I want to feel that baby on this rod. I want to catch them and release them. All righty. Cool beans. All right, let's see if there's another one lurking here. I'm going to kind of stage in here because there's a lot of people around. And it when a place is really busy, and I noticed this at some of the rivers I fished for but in the summers and whatnot, that if there's a lot of people fishing particular location, be it a lake or a river, sometimes it's better just to camp out in one spot and just work that spot heavily, and eventually some of the fish will come your way, or you'll spend yourself trying to find a spot to fish because the place is clobbered. All right, let's go back this way. A little bit shallow here. I see a bed over here to my right that may have a bass that just come up on it. You have to check that out. And there's a shallow area behind me that, let's see, that may have a bass or two lurking there, but I like using my fly rod when I'm fishing it because it's really shallow. Okay, let's go back here. Take it into the shallows by these roots. Okay, let's move around the tree here and come around. All right. All right, let's try right here. Okay, let's just stage ourselves right about here and see what's lurking maybe. Okay. Just kind of stand off a little bit in case there's something up close. That one, last one that I had throw the hook on me, he was really close to shore. I'd say easily 8 feet. Spit the hook out on me. Okay. Let's try it again. Let's yank it out there this time. Let's walk it out. Okay. Move up a little bit. Okay. Got some ducks in the pond. Ducks in the pond. Okay. All right. I need to move over. I tend to side cast when I'm using bait casting gear, or correction, BFS gear. Only time I really overhead cast is when I'm using that 7-foot ultralight. And that one is more of a pendulum cast when I'm live lining some mullet for those speckled trout on the coast. Usually make it at least once, twice a year, do a little fishing on the coast there. Enjoy a little saltwater action. Right now we're doing a little pond action here at Bethany Lakes in Allen City in North Texas, just north of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And we're looking for fish number 4 to strike. Fish number 4, where are you? Okay. Fish number 4, come on. Okay. I got some folks over here in this stretch, so let me go ahead and leave that to them. I'm gonna probably just skip around to the other side here in a moment. Start working the windy side again and see if I can get something to strike there. All right. All right, so 3 so far on the pink rooster tail. Right there, pink rooster tail. Cool beans. Yeah, okay. You can see some beds in the water, but I don't see any bass in them. But who knows? That could change here. Let's do a steady retrieve. Actually, the wind's taking it good. I'm going to come back over here to my right and take it over here on this tree and just kind of do some Kentucky windage and yank it out there. There we go. Let's see if he'll strike right here. Coming into the trees. Nope. No takers there. Let's go back here. All right, steady retrieve again. That last one I caught was pretty far from the shore when he hit. Maybe one of these cruising bass or something. Looking for something to bite. See if I can coax him to hit. Yeah, someone using a wacky rig, Cinco wacky rig over here to my right. He might be doing good here. Those are really, really really good lures to use. All right, let's walk away around to the other side real quick. All righty. Bass number 3. Let's go on for bass number 4 now. And I'm gonna work the windy side and we'll see what we can coax to hit. And then, all righty. Then I think we have to call it here soon. Let's do the 10 cast challenge. What I do is I cast 10 times. If I don't get anything, I end the stream. If I do get anything, then I reset the 10 count. And that keeps me from going on and on and on. Because I'll keep going. I'll keep going till it gets dark. All right. But I do have some other commitments today, so I can't do that today. But if I do the 10 counter, let's see if that might, well, let's see how that turns out. All right. So we're over here where I first started today's outing. Let me adjust this. Okay. And I'm going to cast it out here. And we'll do a 10 count challenge. All right. 10 cast. We'll start with number 1. And we'll reset it if I get a hit or a strike. Or actually, no, if I land one. Doesn't count if they throw the hook on me. Okay, so there's cast number 1. Let's go back out again. Cast number 2. That one got clobbered. Got some junk on it. All right, it's still turning. Got some junk on that one. All right, I'm gonna have to count that one still. All right, cast number 3 coming up. See if I can get underneath these trees and cast it out. Wind is kicking up. I can get some of that spray right now on me. Hide behind this tree maybe. All right. Okay. Cast number 3. All right. Cast number 4. I'm actually, I think I see a bed in front of me. So I'm trying to bring it right in it. Nope. Shoot. That looked like a good spot. Getting a bunch of overspray on me. Okay, cast number 4 coming up. Ooh. It's really spraying now. Let me get over. Wow.